Hello, 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 everybody. This is Ebony, and I am coming to you by way of Vaughn Therapeutic Systems. And I am coming with a just, I guess, message of encouragement. This is Mental Health Awareness Month. And for those of you who don't know, you may see me on Friday nights when I do my Friday night lives. But for those of you who don't know, I am a licensed therapist, and I practice in the Baltimore County area. And so often I come and give just the thoughts, as it relates to things dealing with us emotionally, mentally, physically, all that good stuff. But today I want to talk about something that I think is very, very important. First and foremost, Mental Health Awareness Month is really a month set aside where we really highlight the importance of positive mental health, and also the importance of knowing how to take care of your mental health. And so, often, there are so many things that we struggle with as a people, whether women and or men, and we don't always recognize or admit to some of the emotional and mental struggles that we often face. And so my first word of encouragement is for you to really be honest with yourself as it relates to how you're feeling. Sometimes when someone asks you, how are you doing today? And oftentimes you think, I'm fine, everything's okay. And that is the norm of what we say. But how many of us really take the time to see how someone is feeling? Because a lot of times we don't associate how you doing with how you feeling. I'm just sorry. Some people don't do that, especially if they are not accustomed to sharing their feelings. And so, check in and make sure, that people are are doing well emotionally, as well as what they're doing in the external world. And don't be afraid to admit to someone that you are not doing well. And I have to say that because so often we go through life denying or repressing negative emotions or things that we may be struggling with. And so, not that you need to spread it out and tell the whole world, but I think that there is someone, or whether it's a counselor, a therapist, whether it's a confidant, whoever that is, it is important for us to be honest with ourselves about how we feel. It's not just about what you're doing, but it's also about how you're feeling. And so that is very important. The other thing I want to talk about is the importance of us to really let go of the things that are non-beneficial in our lives. I've done so many lives. I've done so many messages on this. We always hear about forgiveness. We always hear about letting go. But I want to encourage someone today to choose not to hold on to things that are not beneficial to you. I believe that this is one of the major causes of struggling with mental health, whether that is dealing with mental health challenges or maybe a diagnosable illness. But I really believe that one of the biggest problems that we have is that we carry baggage that is not beneficial to us. And so I am encouraging you to let some stuff go. Choose to let go the things in your life that are not beneficial. For those of you who are watching this that are counselors, y'all know what I'm talking about. And for those of you who just know the deal, you know how important it is to release some things. And so tonight, I have this acronym, and I just want to quickly give this acronym, and then I want to get out of your way, but I just want to encourage someone on tonight. Again, this is Mental Health Awareness Month, May. And so I am coming on as a licensed professional just to kind of give you some encouragement and also to give you some tips on how to let go. Okay, let's get started. And so my acronym for tonight is RELEASE. And I talked about how important it is for us to let things go and choose not to hold on to things in our lives that are not beneficial to us. How many of us do that? We have to learn how to shut it down and close the door to arguments, to people, to situations, to events that are not beneficial to us and that don't contribute to our emotional health, mental health, physical health. If it's not working, either fix it or let it go. And so I want to talk about release. The first letter, of course, is R, and I want to say replace. One of the things that we have to learn how to do daily is replace the negative thoughts and emotions that we have with positive ones. It is so important for us, those tapes that we play minute by minute, day by day, we have to find the opposite of the negative words and the negative thoughts that we have in our minds. So my challenge to you with the first letter in release is R, and that is to replace. Replace all unhealthy thoughts, behaviors, and words with positive thoughts, behaviors, and words. Change the recorder in your mind. Change your behaviors. Those things that you recognize in your life that are not good, that are not helpful, that are counterproductive to your positive mental health, guess what? Replace them with something better. Okay, so we're talking about release today. So the first thing I want you to do is replace. The second thing is learn to enjoy life. E, enjoy life. Learn to enjoy life. Learn how to find things that bring you joy. Find things that you're passionate about. Find ways to laugh and have a good time, whatever that means, and however you do that. Some of us don't have hobbies. We don't have things that, that we enjoy doing that doesn't require other people, or maybe it does require other people, but we just don't do it enough. So find those things, right, that bring you enjoyment, and that's E. L is laugh more. Learn to laugh more. This is something that I definitely had to come into in periods of my life because I was so serious. And a lot of it had to do with I was stressed out and I was unhappy in some areas in my life. And so that joy had left. And so again, laughing more, finding those humorous moments and, finding the good and really being able to just laugh, just enjoy yourself. The E, another E stands for expect good things. Some of us are tremendously pessimistic and we look for the worst before we see the good. We expect the worst before we expect the good. So what am I saying? Expect good things. Have faith. Don't always look at a situation and look at the bad thing first before you look at what it could be in terms of positive. So expect good things. Change your lens. Some of us, we can be very negative as it relates to our lens. And so E is for expecting good things. A is appreciation. Learn to appreciate those things that surround you, those good things in your life that surround you. I'm talking about release today. I'm talking about learning how to replace those negative thoughts and behaviors and words that are counterproductive to your happiness. Learning to E, standing for enjoying life. Learning how to do things that are pleasing to you. Do things things that you are passionate about, that you just enjoy your life, even if it isn't the way you want it to be exactly. Learn how to enjoy what you have. Sometimes we mourn the loss of something we no longer have, and we mourn what we want and we don't have, but we don't always learn how to enjoy what we do have in the moment that we're in now. So enjoy life. L is for laughing more, learning how to laugh more, gaining humor, maybe out of the most difficult situations, but learning how to laugh at yourself. I think of some of the crazy stuff I do, and I just laugh at myself sometimes. It's crazy, but we have to have a level of humor. And then E is expect good things. Be willing to think positive and not negative. How many of us are pessimistic? How many of us, the first thing we think of is negative? You ever have that negative Nancy around? Always at least that one person who goes negative before anything else. So learn to be more optimistic and more expectant. A, appreciate all things, not just some things, but learn to appreciate life. Learn to appreciate the good and the bad as you go through your journey. Why? Because if we don't have that spirit of gratitude, it will really rob us of the ability to experience life. And so, you want to appreciate your life. The S is for seeking peace. Some of us need to get out of the drama, and we need to seek peace and establish strong boundaries, and don't let people bring no junk to us, right? We have to keep our environment peaceful, whether that is our internal environment and our external environment. Sometimes we just have to tell people, don't bring that over here because I don't have it today. So sometimes it is important for us to really create those strong boundaries where we don't allow people to bring things to us. The other thing is to seek peace in your relationships. All this arguing and, some of the things that we do, we have to learn how to seek peace and pursue it. Really in learning to enjoy what's around you and the people that are with you. And then the last E is empty out daily. We have to take time each day to empty out from the day. There are things that we assume that we consume during the day that are not healthy enough to bring into the next day. And so we have to practice and train ourselves to empty out every day. This is something that, we have to practice to. All of these things are not a perfect science, but the reality is we have to practice. We have to practice to release daily so that our lives can be full, so that we can experience joy and not be so bogged down with stress and bogged down with things that we don't have control over, really. So, I just wanted to stop by just for that mental health matters moment, just to talk to someone about the importance of release, learning how to replace, learning how to enjoy life, laughing more, expecting good things, appreciating all things that God allows, learning how to seek peace and empty out daily. God bless you, everyone. I hope that this was an encouragement to someone. You have an amazing night.